Alright, what's up guys? Got a Veto Pro Pack. This is my TP4. This is the things I carry in it. I do all of the above, I'll say. I do a little bit of plumbing, vacuum plumbing, supermarket refrigeration, walk-in coolers, walk-in boxes, normal refrigeration, commercial HVAC, residential HVAC. We do it all. Just, a little bit of everything. Got to know how to do just a little bit of everything. This is normally what I carry on me to, I don't necessarily have to go to the truck that often. But anyway, let's show you what I got in here so far. I'll start back here on the sides. I've got just a Wera number 2 Phillips and a flathead. Pretty good screwdrivers. I actually got, this is not the one you can get in a kit. This one's got a hex shank on it. And the Phillips doesn't. But all in all, they're pretty good screwdrivers. I like them a lot. Next is just a Milwaukee impacting screwdriver. This thing doubles as a pry bar, chisel. You can do just about anything with this screwdriver. I don't have any problems out of it. Then I've got a set of this is my Milwaukee linemen's. Sorry about that. They're pretty good linemen's. I can't complain. I don't necessarily use linemen's all that much, but I keep them in my bag. They also have like the pipe reamers on the outside. I have an actual reamer. I've never actually used those. These are the Milwaukee crimps. You're insulated, non-insulated, and they got a pair of cutters on the front. I actually like these a lot. I've had these. This is the second pair I actually had. The first one's I either lost or something happened. I can't remember what happened to them, but this is the second pair I've got. And I just put a piece of electrical tape on the handles to tell the difference apart because they have the same handles. Alrighty. Next is just a Wera insulated screwdriver. It's not good to be working on things hot, but when you're in a box or in an electrical panel and you're trying to push a contactor in or set a relay or whatever, the shank keeps you from arcing off of other things in the box. Try to take care of the shank because once you peel that insulation off or scratch it or tear it, kind of defeats the purpose of it. But pretty good screwdriver. Just a pair of 440s. They've been well abused. We use these things, for plumbing, nuts, bolts, whatever. And they also work great for holding pipes while you're soldering or whatever. But I like these things because on a residential unit you can actually take them, hook them on that top hook on a compressor and snatch a compressor out of the unit, and it won't pull the handles off or right after you unsolder it. So I like those a lot. Next, just a pair of Knipex 10-inch diagonal cutters. Like I said, screws, nails, bolts, wire. You cut anything with these things. And even when you're cutting things you probably shouldn't, like I have, the blades are still in really good shape. The handles don't even really flex that much when you're cutting down on something that you're not supposed to. Then we got a pair of 10-inch Knipex, what do they call these? The pliers wrenches. There we go. Everybody, their mom has a set of these. So, the only thing is pipe dope doesn't come off of them all that well. But, pretty good pliers. I like those. Then I got a set of Ghidorah long needle nose. I think these are 8-inch needle nose. I don't know if you can see the number on there. But, pretty good pliers. I actually had to, story about these. When I first got them, they were really stiff. They sucked. And I put some like ballast tool oil or gun oil, whatever that stuff you can get in the pen, and worked it in there, and now they're, I mean, you see, brand basically like worn-in pliers. They're great. We have a set of Klein wire strippers. I keep the lock and tab on mine, otherwise they aggravate and just crap to put in and out of the little pro pack. Then we have just a Husky knife. I don't ever use this thing because I keep a box cutter in my pocket. So then we have the Earmo razor knife. I just actually put this in here. Pretty nice, you know, ripping boxes open, whatever. Then on the sides here, see if I can get that out, I have a set of the, I cannot remember what these things are called, but they're 5/16 and a quarter, and they're made to, like when you're taking an air handler out and they've got mastic over the screws, you can actually put that down on there and the teeth will eat through the mastic, bite into the screw, pull the screw out. Now the only thing is, you can see they collect a lot of metal shavings. So next, just a Ghidorah 8-inch adjustable. Pretty nice adjustable. Then we have my fill piece meter. Nothing special. I can't remember what model number it is. It's a smaller one you can get. It's a, oh, it's down here at the bottom, and I cut it on. Yeah, 260, SC260. Good meter, nice leads. I can't complain about this meter. I've had this thing for a year or two. I think this is the second set of leads I had. The first set, I cooked the tip on them. I shorted out from the top of a capacitor to the back of a unit, and it burnt my lead. So next, just keep a little Husky inspection light. You know, I think it's dead. Yeah, somebody killed my light. But then we just have a valve wrench, Yellow Jacket valve wrench. I believe it's Yellow Jacket. If it is, it's long gone. We just have some, I'm about out, electrical tape from the tape loop. And then in the front pouch, I have a set of, these are Rothenberger tubing cutters. They need a new wheel on them right now, but these things, I can't tell you how long I've had these things. I think since I first started. The first job I ever went to, I didn't have a set, so when we went to the supply house, I bought like these things were like $30, and they've done me good ever since then. Still the original cutting wheel. They've never walked. They've never, you know, they're just a great set of tubing cutters for, you know, $30, I guess. Then we just have some jumpers. I think there's a couple more jumpers. Piece of wire, K-type thermocouple, and there's the bit for king valves, or for residential, you know, opening and closing the valves that goes in the valve wrench. And there used to be a bunch of wire nuts and stuff in here, but I think I recently just cleaned that out. There's an O-ring to something, but all in all, this is my, I think I've had this thing for about a year now. I mean, I can't complain at all. It's been great. I don't think I've ever had a tool pouch last me a year for the bottoms bust out. I mean, as you can see, sorry, my table's a little dirty, but as you can see, you know, no damage to the bottom. There's like a, it's not a hard bottom, but it's got something in the bottom. I had this thing pretty loaded down, stitching's still all intact. So yeah, it's a nice tool pouch. I can't complain. It was, I think I got it for about $60–70 if I remember right. But if you don't have one of these, they actually make a B version, which has a hard plastic bottom. They're supposed to stand up a little bit easier, a little bit better. But either one, you know, if you don't have a Veto, you are doing something wrong. So Anyways, catch you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed.